Hello, welcome back to Divinethreefold. It's Jennifer here. I'm so happy you've come to my channel, and today's video is going to be all about blasting that belly fat, that belly bloat. You are going to get an excellent abdominal workout, and you are also going to feel so much better if you are suffering from that bloating, especially if you're a menopausal woman and any stage of menopause and you are struggling with the belly fat. I am right there with you. And it is very discouraging because it seems like anything you do, you are just something is against you from toning the belly. So we are going to focus on that today. We're also going to focus on the butt. So it's a total blast for the belly and the butt. And this is wonderful for anyone, even if you're only suffering from bloating due to digestion reasons. This is also going to make you feel so much better. So please join me. And I'm not recommending anything but a mat and yourself. And let's get right to it. All right, let's do this. Go ahead and lie back flat on your mat. Take a moment here. Make sure you're comfortable. You can just take a moment to check in, make sure you are here, make sure you're actually here and you are present on your mat and in this moment. So we can go ahead and just take a big, nice inhale and exhale. And just start to breathe. Maybe you haven't realize that you haven't really been breathing very much at all today. And that can happen. Sometimes, most of the time, we just breathe at a minimal way. So just breathe. You can gently go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. And just very gently, no forceful pulling or jerking. If you want to rock side to side, if that feels nice on your sacrum. And just keep breathing. And if you want to do some leg circles, just gently pulling your knees around in one direction. That should feel nice. Breathing. And let's take it down around to the other direction. Nice job. Go ahead and release the left leg straight and pull in gently the right knee towards your chest. And here I want you to really try and pull that knee up as much as you can. This is an excellent way to really dissipate that bloat. Plus it gets a really nice stretch in the hips. If you feel, you should feel maybe a little release in your hips. If not, take your knee a little bit to the side and you should feel a little more of a release where you can pull the knee in closer to the side of your body and the side of your belly. And I want you to, if you can, to wrap your arms around that knee and really just pull it in very gently, but you want to feel like you can have the back of your thigh pressing slightly into your side and your belly. This should feel really nice. Sometimes just doing this can be so helpful if you are just feeling bloated. So really breathe here. Take a full inhale and really exhale. As you exhale, really gently pull in the knee a little bit more if you can. And just stay with that. That should feel so good. One more breath. And let's go ahead and release that leg down and bring in the opposite leg and straighten out that other opposite leg. Now, if that's uncomfortable, you can keep a slight bend in that other leg if that's more comfortable for you. So again, we'll draw this knee in as much as you can. And again, if you feel it sort of tight, you can pull it gently to the side and you should get a little more of a release in the hip. This is great for the hip joint as well. And just breathe through it. Really see if you can get that contact with your side and belly against the back of your thigh. Or I should say the front of your thigh. And just again, if you want to wrap that arm again around a little tighter, a little below the knee. Try not to press exactly on the knee, but a little bit below the knee to keep that knee safe. And really breathe. Nice job. And go ahead and release that leg down. And just go ahead and shake out the legs a little bit. Nice job. Then I want you to bring your knees back into the chest. Make sure you start to fire up those abdominals when you're lifting your legs off. Now I want you to put your legs in a diamond shape and have your arms go all the way overhead. And we're going to close the legs and draw the arms down and bring the chin towards the chest in a sort of a little crunch here. So open and in, open and in. You're going to feel the abdominals firing up. Make sure to keep the lower back pressed into the mat. This is a great move. We're involving the whole entire body. We're strengthening the abdominals and we are stretching. Make sure you breathe. A few more. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring those knees into the chest. Give a nice little stretch here. Oh, those are wonderful to just warm up the body, get the blood pumping, and those abdominals firing. So now we're going to place your feet on the mat and we're going to move into some bridges. So I want you to place those feet firmly into the mat. Imagine that weight being distributed into your feet and through to your big toe. And we're going to just keep your hands on the side of you, and you can use those hands and press them into the mat. So I want you to breathe. Take an inhale, exhale, one more inhale. As you exhale, I want you to start to draw the pubic bone back towards the navel and then start lifting the hips up off the mat. It's not about how high you go. Right about here is fine. So you still feel aligned in your neck. And just stay here. See how that feels. Feel your abdominals start to fire. The front chain of your body. Take a breath. And just hold here. And just feel this. This should feel really good. Not straining or working too hard to keep the hips up. One more breath. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly start to draw down vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down till your sacrum hits. And then take a little slight forward position with your pelvis. And then again, inhale here. And as you exhale, pull that back, that pubic bone back to navel, towards navel, and lift. Hold here again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and release again. Vertebrae by vertebrae, slow and controlled. Imagine hitting every vertebrae until you hit that sacrum and push slightly forward. Feel that stretch and release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, And as you exhale, draw it back, lift, hold. You've got this. Really press into those feet. Hold, breathe. Inhale and exhale, slow and controlled each vertebrae all the way down. Great job. Now just kind of windshield wipe your knees side to side. And now go ahead and take your right leg and cross it over your opposite and line up your ankle with your left knee. And just relax into this position. Feel your hip opening here. You can slightly press a little bit here to get a little more of a stretch. And breathe. Now we are going to lift again into a bridge, and we're going to work that left leg. We're going to use our own body weight to lift the left leg. Well, actually we're lifting the right leg with the left leg. So just up, lift, hold, really press into use that foot and those hands into the mat, and keep the hips level. You want to make sure you're straight. And hold, hold, you've got this. And I want you to come down at a hover, and then up, down, 9, you got this, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you're almost there, 3, 2, and 1, hold for me. Yep, I know you're probably burning a little in that back hamstring, and release, great job. Now take your left arm and put your left hand behind your head, and we're going to do some crunches, cross crunches, so just lift that elbow, drawing it towards that right knee, and crunch. And 2, 3, 4, keeping those hips on the ground. 5, you've got this. 6, 7, 8, really imagine that elbow almost touching that right knee. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Release. Great job. Now let's repeat that on the other side. So take your foot back down and let's go on the other side. So left leg, left ankle crossed over right knee. And again, relax here, feel a little stretch here, really breathe into it. And we're going to go into those pumps. Ready? Press that foot, that right foot into the mat, hands at your side, into the mat. And ready, we're going to lift, hold here, hold. Keep those hips level, and down, hover up. Now pump. 3, 4, 5, 6, you got this. 7, 8, 9, 10. One more, and hold, hold, trying to keep level as you can. Press that foot into the mat, and release. Great job. Now let's take that right hand, place it behind our head, and let's cross over to crunch to that opposite left knee. 3, 4, don't pull on the neck. 5, 6, really imagine that right elbow going towards that left knee. 8, 9, and 10. One more. And release. Great job. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Great job. Now let's come back into our bridge pose. And I want you just to do some crossing. We're going to opposite legs. So we're going to take that same position, the right ankle over the left knee, lift, and then switch. Lift and switch. Lift and switch. We're going to go at a little bit of a quicker pace. Make sure you're breathing. This is really going to sculpt that booty. You're working your abdominals as well. Almost there. You got this. Try and keep the hips as level as you can. You've got this. Almost there. Almost there. Other side. And release. Great job. Bring those knees into the chest. And go ahead and have your feet placed back down. Go ahead and take that right foot, that leg again, cross it over, and then go ahead and make sure your hips are straight, and then let the legs just fall over to the left. And then straighten that arm out to the right, and look in the right towards the right hand, and feel that stretch. We're stretching that spine, and this should feel really good. We're also, again, helping that bloat to dissipate and relax. You're doing so good. And just breathe. Enjoy that stretch. Stretching is so important, especially for us as we are entering in the phase of transition. Another breath. And then use those abdominals, draw those legs up, and then take it to the other side. Straighten out those hips, and then let it fall to the right. You can place your foot there, then stretch out the left arm and look at the hand. And relax. Feel that twisting happening from the waist. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath. And use those abdominals, bring those legs up. And now I want you to go, we're going to go straight into our, our double leg stretch. So I want you to keep the knees in, and we're going to draw out the arms and the legs, and then draw them back in. You can leave your head on the mat if that's easier, or you can lift it. So out and in, out and in, out, in. 3, 4, 5. Don't let that lower back lift up off the mat. If it is, don't draw your legs out as far. You're almost there. And release, and draw those knees into the chest. Great job. We're going to go right into our single leg stretch, but I want you to draw your torso up, have your arms pointing away from you, straight, and we're going to go straight into our single leg stretch. Really draw up that torso. Breathe, stretching those arms long. You got this. I know these are hard, but keep going. We're sculpting that belly, getting rid of that belly fat, bloat. And release. Great job. Excellent job. Rock side to side. Great job. You are almost done. We are now going to take our feet back in that diamond shape. Arms straight out. Fingers pointing away from your body. And you're going to draw your torso up again, but you're going to swivel from side to side. Really reaching, working those obliques. This is going to sculpt those abdominals. It's going to blast that bloat. Keep those legs up. Keep going. I know these are hard. Couple more. And release. Excellent job. Those are so difficult. Whew. Take a moment to catch your breath. You've done such a good job. Go ahead and place your legs down, stretch them out along your mat, arms overhead. Take a really nice stretch here. You did such an excellent job. Those are really difficult. Woo! Stretch here, excellent job. Breathe. And then just go ahead and draw your knees up and kind of roll to the side. Use your arm to lift yourself up. And we are just going to finish this off with a nice spinal twist. So I want you to have your legs straight out, shake your legs out, and then take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. Try and imagine and keeping that spine as straight as possible. I want you to take your right arm and wrap it around your right knee. This should feel like a wonderful stretch right here. And then use your back arm as a kickstand, so that way you can really keep that spine stretch and really pull that knee in. Take a breath here. You can look over your right shoulder and breathe. To go even deeper, take your right hand and really wrap it around that knee and squeeze that in, and just, you can even rest your chin on your knee. This should feel really nice. We're stretching, but we're also still working on dissipating that bloated belly. Hopefully it's not bloated anymore. And just enjoy that stretch. You should feel a nice stretch in the outer thigh towards the buttocks. And one more breath. And release. Let's go to the other side. Take your left leg over your right, cross it over. I'm going to go this way. Use your left hand as a kickstand and look back over towards your left shoulder if that's conducive for you today. And remember to really get that knee in the crook of your arm. Breathe. And go ahead and take that other arm and just wrap it around that knee. You can rest your chin on that knee. And breathe here, really squeezing everything in. And this is also giving yourself a great big hug. Thanking yourself for coming to your mat and moving your body and doing something about how you're feeling. Be so proud of yourself. It's not easy. And release. Wonderful job. I hope you feel so much better. Thank you so much for joining me. And also, I'll leave it in the comments or the comments above, the box above. I also have another video that's excellent for bloating, and I will link that up there. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you feel better. Thank you so much for joining me.